NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Fairlawn Jets will take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Tonight's game between Fairlawn and Botkins. I'm Dave Helmstead with me tonight, Brandon Coberman. Shelby County Athletic League action. Botkins Athletic Complex. We're just 2 minutes away from the start of tonight's contest. Taking a look at these two teams, Fairlawn, they come in here tonight. They're 0-4, winless on the season. Coach Davis says, hey, he's got a team that's playing hard, just not getting too many results. They lost their first game. They are led by Drew Westerbeck, who averages about 14.2 points per game.
Yeah, I got to take a look to watch the Jets last Friday against Russia, a team that will play really hard, very veteran-led by third-year head coach Dennis Davis here. And you will see these Fairlawn Jets try to get up and down the floor. Not very big size-wise, but they do shoot the basketball well from beyond the arc. It's probably the best asset that they have and what Botkins will want to look at here tonight.
And when you take a look at the Botkins Trojans, they are on a roll. They have won 4 straight. They've won their first 2 Shelby County Athletic League wins over Fort Loramie and Jackson Center. The win at Jackson Center, they had a double-digit lead. They lost it, came back and won by 5. And they feature a very high-powered offense, averaging a little over 65 points per game.
Really kind of a smaller lineup that likes to get out and run, and they really made a statement, really saying they're going to compete for that Shelby County Athletic League title this year, Dave, by beating Jackson Center. Jackson Center now with 2 losses in Shelby County League play. We're not even through the first round robin. They need to stay pace with Russia here tonight and get a win against Fairlawn. There's a highly anticipated showdown between those two schools on January 2nd. And Botkins is making a name for themselves right now in this hunt for a Shelby County League title.
They offer a very balanced attack. Out front, they're led by Colin Dosick and Rylan Paul, the center of the offense for the Trojans this season so far.
Yeah, and it's going to be that guard play. It's going to be key. It's just the size that's going to have to come along eventually. Colton Kleiman dressed, ready to play here tonight. Not in the starting lineup. We'll see how much Coach Groves manages him in the game here tonight. But very excited to see this Botkins team play under Coach Groves.
Yeah, in pregame, we don't anticipate Colton Kleiman to play again, to play tonight. But he is an added dimension that would be for Botkins. They would have a little bit more size and muscle inside.
Yeah, and exactly. And that's what they're going to be needing going forward. They do run really well. Great guard play is what you always expect from Botkins. And that size there is really what can give them another X factor, especially when they play teams like Jackson Center and play teams like Russia and Marion, the teams that are expected to be the better teams in this area. And Botkins had a huge statement win on Tuesday night against Jackson Center to show that they're no joke.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
And we're just about set for the starting lineups for tonight's contest here as Botkins and Fairlawn will square it off. Botkins comes into tonight's game 4-0 and 2-0 in Shelby County League action. Fairlawn 0-4 and 0-2. Botkins under head coach Phil Groves in his 3rd season for the Trojans. Nice record of 44-13. Overall for Coach Groves, as Trojans off to a great start in this new basketball season. Now our starters for the Fairlawn Jets. Number 2, Drew Westerbeck. Averages 14.2 points per game. Number 4, a senior, Trey Sparks. Number 15, Nolan Kramer, a senior. Number 23, Dalton Davis. And number 24, Logan Hollenbacher. Logan averaging 5 points per game and 5.2 rebounds per contest. The lights go dim. That means we're introducing the Botkins Trojans here on a Friday night. Shelby County Athletic League season just before Christmas is Trojans ready to try and stay unbeaten in the Shelby County Athletic League tonight.
Starting at 1 5 foot 11 senior, number 2, Ryland Paul.
Ryland Paul.
Starting at 11 5 foot 8 senior, number 3.
Number 3, J.J. Meyer, a 5'7" senior, averaging 8.8 points per game.
Starting at third guard to the 5 foot 11 junior, number 1.
Scoring leader for the Botkins Trojans, Colin Dosick, 5'10" junior, averaging 18 points per game.
And playing at the corner position, a 6 foot 11 junior, number 14.
Number 14, 6'4", a junior, Russell Lenhart, averaging 8.8 points per game. Number 24, inside player for the Trojans, Jordan Herzog, a 6'4" senior. He comes in tonight's game averaging 6.8 points per game and 4 rebounds per contest.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Glow, and the ball boy extraordinaire, Mr. Nixon.
Just moments away from the start of tonight's opening tip-off. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight for the visiting Fairlawn Jets.
Thanks, Dave. First, taking a look for the boys in blue, they want to be able to hustle on defense because these Trojans like to get out and run. They want to box out on both ends, and they want to be able to take care of the basketball.
And for the Botkins Trojans.
The Trojans talked about defending every possession, rebounding that first shot, not giving the Jets multiple opportunities, play with pace, and I like this rhyme, convert frees and threes from Coach Groves.
Keys to the game tonight brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Thank you, Keyhole Pizza, for bringing us the keys to the game tonight. We're underway. Dosick misses the opening shot. Fairlawn will go inside. They'll push it back out. Man-to-man defense for Botkins here in the early going. Inside the lane, short jumper, no good. Taken by Dalton Davis. Here comes Dosick into the lane, off balance shot. He will draw the foul. Foul will go against number 24, Logan Hollenbacher.
At the line for the Trojans, number 1, Colin Dosick.
Dosick will step to the line. Make that 11 out of 12 on the season for Dosick. 90% plus free throw shooter. Second free throw also good. Trojans will apply the pressure. Up court comes Sparks. Meyer with the steal. Paul with the layup. 4-0.
They do a nice job there, Dave, of kind of bluffing there. Look like they're going to drop back and then do a little run and jump as soon as they get across that half court.
One thing the Trojans have had this season is quick starts. Shot no good by Kramer. The Jets will get the rebound. Shot from out front by Sparks, no good. Paul with a rebound up across the timeline. Into the lane he goes. Left side Meyer at the free throw line to Dosick. He'll try to go inside, and he's going to take an extra step, so the Trojans will have a turnover with 6:38 to go on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
And one of these things you look at here, when Fairlawn played Russia last Friday, Russia likes to press a lot too. So not surprised by, Fairlawn is by seeing this run and jump pressure. They saw it for 32 minutes on Friday last week.
Drew Westerbeck, short jumper, no good. Ball tipped back out. It comes back down to Fairlawn. Into the lane goes Sparks. Nice move off the glass, and Fairlawn is on the scoreboard with 6:16 to go in our opening quarter. Dosey to Herzog. He'll fire it in the corner to Paul. Open for three. Shot off the iron. Rebound comes down to Logan Hollenbacher. Davis works inside, pushes it back out. Kramer back over to Sparks. Sparks into the lane. Lead pass to Kramer. He'll get it back out. Looking for Dalton Davis. It's going to go off of Davis. Davis not quite on the same page as the official with that call, but nonetheless, Botkins have the basketball. A lot of basketball to be played. First quarter action, 5 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Dosick back out. Herzog for three. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound comes down to Paul. He'll move inside. Tipped out of bounds by Davis. As Paul really, kind of hard to say whether that was a shot or not.
Yeah.
Got off balance inside. Unable to put it up as they get it inside to Herzog. Herzog, little right-handed shot is good over Nolan Kramer, and it's 6-2. Botkins here in the early going.
And Herzog's that veteran leader this year. Kind of came on the scene as kind of a role guy as sophomore year, one of the featured guys last year. Now is looked at as the veteran leader for this Trojan squad.
Back out front, Fairlawn's Westerbeck. Shot no good. Meyer going for it. Sparks will have it though. Scramble for the ball, and it's still loose. Pulled up by Kramer. Kramer lead pass Westerbeck. Shot no good, or rather Davis with the shot. A little bit too far underneath. Hit the front of the iron, and it goes out of bounds off of Botkins. Trey Sparks will inbound it. Back out to Davis for three. Shot no good. Inside off the glass. Nice move by Logan Hollenbacher. Hollenbacher with the bucket as Grant Flora will come off the bench for Botkins.
I'm sure Coach Groves is wanting to talk about his guys rebounding better on the offensive end. He talked about that as one of the keys, Dave.
Davis with the rebound. We'll go to Kramer. Trying to move inside. Back out and into the lane. It comes to Drew Westerbeck. Kramer now with it. Works on Lenhart. Ball tipped away there by Herzog. Fairlawn will recover. Sparks back over to Davis. Out front, Westerbeck. He'll connect, and Fairlawn will take the lead at 7-6 with 3:37 to go.
Great ball rotation there, not getting cut off in the baseline. Great ball movement by the Jets.
J.J. Meyer to the hoop for the 1-point lead. This is a little unaccustomed position for Botkins here in the early going. All 4 wins. They've had really good starts. Jumped out to big leads. Fairlawn with a 1-point deficit, but now they'll take the lead on a move by Trey Sparks. As Fairlawn able to go down the middle on Botkins here in the early going and connecting on their shots. Inside Lenhart off the glass, and that's good.
And a nice high-low move there to Lenhart. You'd be interested to see if Botkins picks up any full-court pressure to not let Fairlawn get set up on defense here. They've hit their last 3 shots.
Davis at the line. He's going to take an extra step. Turnover by the Jets.
Into the game for Botkins, number 34, Grant Flora. And checking in for the Jets.
Graham Flora into the lineup with 2:44 to go here in our first quarter of play. Dosick will have it. Sparks is on him. Dosick open and he'll connect. Dosick.
About time that Botkins hit one of those.
Yeah, it's been a couple of minutes. 4 minutes or so. 6 minutes, I guess, we're coming up on.
Had some kind of rough shooting from the outside there.
Dosick hits 48% of those threes. Offensive foul on Fairlawn. Botkins with a 4-point lead. 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and off the bench comes Aaron Maddie.
Substitutions into the game for Fairlawn. Number 12, Aaron Maddie.
Dosick, he'll go to the right side. Out front is Flora. Ball goes to the hoop, puts it up strong, puts the rebound up and in. Ball will power it in. His third and fourth points of the night.
Fairlawn, number 12, Aaron Maddie. That's his first, and he's third.
Botkins with a 6-point lead, looking to make it 7. Noah Top will come into the lineup also for Botkins here in just a moment. Ball connects, makes the 3-point play.
23, Noah Top.
As Lenhart will go out, as we have 1 minute, 58 seconds to go here. First quarter basketball. Trojans will apply some pressure. Sparks working up court against Dosick. Over to Dalton Davis. Davis near the timeline. Gets it over to the right side. Westerbeck into the lane. Shot no good. Rebound. Maddie, and looks like there's going to be a foul inside on the Trojans.
Coach Groves getting on his team talking about rebounding here. Despite their offense catching fire these last few possessions, still getting on his team to rebound on the defensive end.
As you said, though, Brandon, I don't think Coach Groves is happy at all with his team board play tonight so far in this first quarter.
You know, in certain games, it's going to cost you sometimes in the early going. If you can't rebound on both ends like that, and they've struggled with that, and that's what's kept Fairlawn within now 5 here early.
Dosick will bring it up court. To the baseline. Back over to Meyer. Meyer looks inside for Flora. He'll have to kick it back out to Dosick. Dosick into the lane. Makes that move to the right side. Shot too strong. Rebound Sparks, but Dosick with a steal and lays it up and in.
Dosick just keen eye for the basketball. Makes a nice play there.
11th steal of the season for Dosick. 18 points already for Botkins. It's going to be a jump ball as Davis goes inside with the ball. Fairlawn will maintain it. 7-point lead for Botkins. Inbounds pass, it comes to Gavin Landry, number 22 for Fairlawn. Number 5, Garrett Maddie into the lineup now. Sparks has it out front. Davis over on the right side. Sparks. Clock at 45 seconds. Back over to Maddie. Paul defending against Maddie, Aaron Maddie. Be a foul inside that'll send Fairlawn to the free throw line. As Aaron Maddie, averaging 2.2 points per game, will step to the free throw line. He'll connect. Drew Westerbeck will come back into the lineup for Fairlawn. Davis will catch a breather with 33 seconds to go. Second free throw, no good. 6-point Botkins lead. Dosick up court. He'll shoot the three and draw the foul. Aaron Maddie with the foul. So that'll send Dosick to the line.
One of those fouls that you call and you play it, you're supposed to give him space, and Maddie didn't give him the foul, and that's one of those fouls that can swing the momentum here toward the end of that quarter. If you're the Jets, if you can draw 3, it's a 9-point lead instead of you being Fairlawn, maybe being down 6 and having the ball.
Dosick at the line. As we said, he's shooting over 90% on the season at the free throw line.
Just one quick dribble and shoots. It's a quick routine.
Going for double digits on this free throw.
Number 14, Russell Lenhart.
Dosick gets all 3 free throws. 10 points on the night. Botkins with 21 points. They lead by 9. Maddie with the basketball inside, wide open. There's an easy bucket for Drew Westerbeck. Botkins pressuring out front. That time Fairlawn able to beat it. Dosick puts it up, no good. And Flora with battling underneath puts the shot up, and he'll draw the foul with 3.4 seconds to go here in the quarter. And tonight, they'll recognize Carter Plyman for his 1,000-plus career point milestone. He'll have the large jersey on the side of the Wall of Fame here at Botkins. Will take place at halftime.
It's a neat way to recognize your 1,000-point scorers. You've seen a couple of those presentations over the past few years. It's pretty neat.
22-14, Botkins with an 8-point lead. Carter playing at Heidelberg. Long-range shot, Westerbeck, no good. First 8 minutes is in the books. Botkins 22, Fairlawn 14. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Second quarter basketball here at the Botkins Athletic Complex. Trojans 22-14, 8-point lead. They have the basketball. Starting it off. Ball goes inside. Russell Lenhart trying to make a move. He'll push it outside to Herzog, wide open for a layup.
Nice rotation of the basketball, and Fairlawn laid in their rotation there, and an easy basket for Herzog.
10-point lead. Herzog's got a couple of baskets. Sparks with it. It's going to be out of bounds.
That'll be Botkins basketball.
Dosick will bring it across the timeline. Colin averaging 18 points per game on the season. He's got 10 already as we start quarter number 2. Dosick into the lane. Sparks has a hand on it. Dosick will tip it back out, and Herzog will come up with it. Back out front. Paul's going straight to the hoop. Puts it up. Shot doesn't go as Sparks got over to put some pressure on it. But the ball will stay with the Trojans.
I just love that play by Colin Dosick. Just such a nose for the ball. Diving on the floor there, kicking that ball out and keeping the possession alive for Botkins.
Inbounds pass to Lenhart. Turnaround jumper. Hops in and out. Sparks with a rebound. He's going to get it up court to Westerbeck. Back out to Davis for three. Shot does not go, and the rebound comes down to Lenhart. Dosick up court quickly. Back out to Herzog. Herzog will go into the lane. Off the glass, no good. Hollenbacher with the rebound. Jets
That'll be Botkins
throw it away.
basketball.
6.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Meyer with it, Lenhart and Sparks down low battling. Herzog gets it over to Dosick on the right side. Lenhart working on Trey Sparks. Tries to dump it off to Herzog. That's a mistake as Hollenbacher has the steal.
And Coach Gross, that possession, you can hear him talk. He's talking about ball reversal there. One is offense to be patient.
Davis back over to Hollenbacher. He's out front. Westerbeck goes to the basket, but Sparks has it out front with Meyer guarding him. Turnaround jumper inside the free throw line. No good, and Herzog clears the board and brings it up court. He'll push it back out for an open three from Riley Ball.
One thing, if you play this Botkins team, one thing you got to be able to do is be able to close out and defend three there, because they're going to make you pay if you don't come out and guard them from beyond the arc.
Ball improving upon his 53% three-point range average with that made three. And Botkins is up by 13. There's the steal again by Dosick. He'll go to the left side. Dumps it off to Paul, but they pick him up. Sparks does. Back out front it comes. Looking for the open threes. Myers, there it is. J.J. Meyer. Fairlawn will take the timeout. Our timeouts all brought to you by Precision Strip. We've got a break in the action. Botkins on a roll. Trojans 30, Fairlawn Jets 14. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Fairlawn forced to take that timeout. Botkins with a 16-point lead as they're warming up from behind the arc. Short jumper no good by Nolan Kramer. Here comes Dosick. Dosick trying to lead top, just a little bit behind him, and he couldn't quite pull it in, so that's a Botkins turnover.
Yeah, now Botkins kind of gaining momentum from beyond the arc. They're rotating the basketball well these past few possessions. And I tell you what, they got a couple players. I mean, in Meyer, Paul, and Dosick, they're a threat anytime. So that opens up things for people like Herzog and eventually Colton Plyman when you get him back on the inside here.
Outside three, shot no good. And Botkins just keeping it up tempo. And they turn it over that time, but up court we come. Dalton Davis into the lane. Nice little move, and Dalton Davis has...
Landry.
Well, that was Gavin Landry, excuse me, with the basket.
Three.
Three-pointer there by Noah Tom.
Now Botkins has hit their last 4 threes. They're 4 of 8 from beyond the arc.
Maddie gets it over to number 24, Logan Hollenbacher on the floor.
That's a jump ball.
It's a jump
It'll be
ball.
Fairlawn basketball.
It'll be Fairlawn's basketball. And that's what you see so often when Botkins plays. The ball goes on the floor. And you got Paul and Dosick right on top of it, using that quickness that they have. Creates the jump ball, changes the possession arrow, even though Fairlawn will maintain the basketball. Westerbeck with Kramer. Kramer trying to go inside, but there's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Paul.
Just called hooking there on that left block there.
That foul's called Botkins number 2, Ryland Paul. That's his second, and team's first.
Trey Sparks will inbound it. Left-handed shot. Westerbeck with the basket.
Westerbeck definitely will be deserving of some all-league honors, averaging 14.2 a contest here right now for Fairlawn.
Baseline move, Herzog off the glass.
Jordan Herzog for 2.
He has 6. Botkins lead at 17. Out front, Drew Westerbeck over to Maddie. Garrett Maddie. Left wing to Trey Sparks. He wants to go inside, off balance shot. He'll draw the foul though. And will shoot 2. It's going to go against Colin Dosick.
That's his first and team's second. At the line for the Jets, number 4, Trey Sparks.
Sparks with the free throw. Russell Lenhart will come off the Botkins bench.
Substitution into the game for Botkins, number 14, Russell Lenhart.
Sparks. Free throw too strong. Herzog will grab the rebound. Carried the basketball.
Yeah.
Turnover in the backcourt. You don't see that call very often.
No. I think it was just the way his palm came up there to let official Joe Turner call that one right there.
That was right in front of the official, and he did palm it, so the turnover for the Trojans. As we said, they only average about 9 turnovers per game. Fairlawn. Out front it goes to Kramer. Westerbeck. Lenhart's on him. Westerbeck, nice move inside, but the shot just doesn't go. Herzog and Hollenbacher battling for it.
Out of bounds, that'll be Botkins basketball.
Botkins will gain the ball.
Substitution into the game for Fairlawn, number 23, Justin Davis. And number 12, Aaron Maddie.
Aaron Maddie will come into the lineup for Fairlawn. J.J. Meyer will walk it up the court. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Trying to get the pass inside to Dosick, but hits the back of a Fairlawn player. We've got a jump ball in the ensuing scramble. Basketball will stay with Botkins. Ball with it inside Herzog. Shot does not fall. Lenhart will be guilty of a foul on the rebound battle. Aaron Maddie battling for
that
possession.
That foul on Botkins, number 14, Russell Lenhart. That's his
Lenhart
first
will pick up his first and our 3rd team foul. Davis off the hands of Maddie.
Right idea, throwing it over that trap. Kind of Botkins is all bunched up, and Davis, they threw it over the top, and obviously just turning the ball over there.
Meyer will walk it up court. 35-18. Botkins had a flurry of 3-pointers. Turnover, fast break. Here comes Davis trying to get inside. Gets it back out for an open 3 from Aaron Maddie. Shot no good, and ball grabs the rebound. Right side, Herzog on the baseline. Kicks it back to Lenhart. Moves it inside.
Russell Lenhart for 2 with a dish from Jordan Herzog.
Nice passing of the basketball right there.
Lenhart has a couple of field goals. 4 points for the night. 37-18 our score. Outside three by Kramer. He'll knock it home.
Kramer.
Nolan Kramer with the basket. His first points of the night.
Just a much needed basket there for Fairlawn.
Meyer in trouble, gets it out to Paul. Herzog goes to the baseline. He's inside now as Leonard takes the baseline from the other side. Shot no good. Ball's on the floor. Herzog dishes it off to Dosick, and Dosick will muscle it up and draw the foul. That's some good hustle there by Herzog.
Yeah. You mentioned it earlier. You were saying how much these guys just hustle on the floor and everything, and earn everything they get. Colin Dosick adding a great game he's having.
Number 34, Grant Flora.
Grant Flora will return to the Botkins lineup with 42 seconds to go here in the first half. Dosick with 13 points, 19-point lead for Botkins. Kramer guarded by Top. There's the steal by Leonard. Meyer on the break. He'll go inside against Davis and score. J.J. Meyer. Nice move by Meyer, a 5'7" senior. Clock is at 10 seconds, counting down on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Off-balance shot by Westerbeck, no good. Goes out of bounds at the buzzer. First half is history, and the Trojans have doubled up on the Fairlawn Jets. Our score, Botkins 42, Fairlawn 21. We'll be back with our halftime activities here in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Here at Botkins, a salute of the accomplishments. Carter Plyman here. We'll talk with him a little bit later here in tonight's game between Fairlawn and Botkins. But let's get to our Grand Lake Health System statistics here at halftime. What were the numbers, Brandon, for that first half of play?
Thanks, Dave. And taking a look first for the Fairlawn Jets, they were 32% from the field, 8 of 25, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc, 13 boards, 9 turnovers, and they were 3 of 6 from the line. For the Jets of Fairlawn, for the Botkins Trojans, they were 15 of 27, even 50%, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc, and hitting their last 4 threes in the first half. 14 rebounds, 7 turnovers, and they were 8 of 9 from beyond the arc. Take a look at the individual scoring for Fairlawn. They were led with Drew Westerbeck with 7, Trey Sparks at 4, Nolan Kramer with 3, Gavin Mantry with 2, and Aaron Natty with 1, and Logan Hollenbacher with 4. For Botkins, they had Colin Dosick with 13. They had 7 from J.J. Meyer and Rylan Paul, 4 from Russell Leonard, 3 from Noah Top, and 6 from Jordan Herzog.
Those are our halftime statistics, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. We're just about ready to start the second half of play. It's 42-21. And I think when you look at this, 42 points is what really pops off the board.
Yeah.
Botkins scored a lot of points. I'm not saying that they played as well as they're capable, but they still scored a lot of points, which shows that firepower that they do have.
Exactly, and that's a good way to put it there, and just getting great guard play, and just balance across the line. Just so many threats for this team, inside and out, and I'm very impressed. It's my first time watching the Trojans. You have your assumptions. You see what they had last year. I kind of was like, well, it'll probably be about second, third Shelby County League, maybe compete for the league title, but this is a team that's proving right here they can run with the best. And like I said, that January 2nd showdown against Rouge is going to be a treat.
Right here at the Botkins Athletic Complex and on NK Telco Sports. Fairlawn trying to put some pressure on. There's a pass over to Dosick, and he'll knock home a three, and he's got 16.
And it's just that great ball movement right there, and they've got 3 or 4 really capable shooters from beyond the arc.
Davis, I think he dragged his pivot foot. He did, and he's a little frustrated with that. I'll tell you one thing, though. Fairlawn has played hard. I'm a little surprised that they want to play the up-tempo kind of game with Botkins.
Yeah, they did that last Friday with Rushi a little bit as well. They did it for 1 quarter and then kind of just fell off. Kind of similar narrative here tonight.
Here comes the rebound to Sparks. He'll get it back over to Kramer. Out front, Nolan Kramer will handle the basketball. Jets are led by Drew Westerbeck with 14.2 points, and he's right on target with 7 points here at halftime. Sparks has it outside. He'll go into the lane, and he took an extra step as well.
And frustration mounting here for Fairlawn coming out of the halftime break here.
Herzog gets it into Dosick. Dosick going to bring it across the timeline. Dosick pulls up. Back over to Meyer. He's open for a 3. A.J. Meyer connects.
A.J. Meyer.
He's got 10 points.
Yeah,
these guys up on us all.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. And they can just shoot the lights out of the basket. The JV plays that similar style as well, Dave.
Outside 3 by Drew Westerbeck. He counters
Westerbeck.
48-24 our score. There's the roll inside, and Herzog unable to hit the basket. Davis back out to Westerbeck. Into the lane he goes. And here comes the Trojans. Meyer with the basketball. There's the ball that's going to be kicked. And Botkins will have it. And we got a special guest coming our way here on the third quarter of tonight's game. Carter Plyman, you weren't recognized there at halftime. How's it feel to be back home?
It feels good. I love the energy here. I just love anytime coming back to Botkins. It's just such a great feeling. Love the community, love everything about it. So anytime I get back, it's just amazing. I love it.
Yeah, and this is kind of a special team, or at least here in the early season, it's starting to develop. That you're going to watch. Looks like we may have a special season here for the hometown Botkins Trojans.
Yeah, I love our team right now. I love how we're built. I love how our pace is much faster than it was last year. I love how we're able to push the ball. Anyone can really bring it up. I just love how fast we play. So.
And since you play in the OAC these days at Heidelberg, you know what fast play is.
Yeah, we're probably one of the faster teams. I think we get I think we lead the OSC in possessions game, so it's just so much faster. It's such different than what the Scal is now. Scal usually pretty slow. You want to try to limit the possessions, play mostly defense, try to take a shot every minute. But now in the OSC for Heidelberg, we probably take a shot every 10 seconds or something like that, so it's much faster.
And the efficiency has to be also at a higher level, too, when you're shooting that much.
Oh, yeah.
When you take a look back at your high school career, which is what you were recognized here for tonight, as you take a look at it, What is that most memorable moment or game that you experienced here at Botkins?
Probably one of the state final games or regional final games. Probably either of those. Probably the regional final because 2 free throws I hit, or 4 free throws. I forget. It was so long ago. 4 free throws I hit. Send us to the state semifinals. Then there's the state final because of energy and those town's first state championship or anything. So one of those two.
And, when you do this little honor here tonight, little ceremony that they've had, it's very special because there's not very many jerseys up on that board. And those that are up there all have had some tremendous accomplishments in their basketball careers. What is the feeling when you see your jersey revealed?
It feels really good. It really means something to me. That kind of shows all the hours, all the hard work you spent during the summer, during the off season, just everything you worked for, really. So it means a lot for me, and it means a lot to my brothers up there too with me. Just all the stuff we've done, AAU, and all the sports we've done, coming in the gym together.
A lot of hours put out on the basketball court. How does the preparation for games at the OAC level differ from at the high school level?
In the OAC, I think it's more like film study is more like an individual term. You got to know everyone's what their first combo is. The guy likes to go left to right crossover, left to right through the leg, stuff like that. But in Shelby County, I would like to say it's more like a team aspect. This team likes to do this. They like to push it. They don't like to push it. They like to play it slow. How we can make them pressure them and make them turn the ball over, stuff like that.
So in other words, you've got to be a lot more in-depth, and you've got to also play with your head out there on the basketball court at a higher level. When you take a look at your love of basketball, where does that come from, and when did you first notice it?
It's a tough question. My love for basketball probably came when I was a little kid, and I don't know. I just love being outdoors, stuff like that, and I just loved feeling of playing basketball with my older brothers, younger brothers, and stuff like that. And I just he was older than me, taller than me, so I just love being able to go out there, work hard, and try to beat him. And if I did beat him, I just loved the feeling of beating him. So that started to make me love it. So I just wanted to do it more and more. And once I got to the junior high level, I just stuck with it because people telling me how much potential I have, stuff like this. So I stuck with it.
I think it's remarkable the fact that you have been in the state, made appearances at the state level 8 different times, also in cross country, track and field, and of course basketball. You also have a love of track and field and cross country. Where did that start?
Well, I think my dad and my grandpa were both really good runners in their high school days. So I just tried it out in the junior high, and first off, I hated the sport at the start. I was a little overweight for my age, but started running, and I was love the team aspect of it and everything. And the team told me to stick with it, so I stuck with it, kept working out, kept running, and eventually started losing some weight, hit another growth spurt, probably hit a little bit of puberty. That's probably what helped, to not lie. And so got a little bit faster and matured in my body, and that just got better from then. And it's just hard to leave behind a team like that you love. It's just hard to do.
Colin Dosick hits another 3. He's got 19 points as we got a minute 53 to go here in the third quarter. We're joined by Carter Plyman, who had his jersey recognized for 1,054 points. Wonderful career achievement. We're just chatting with him a little bit here on NK Telco Sports. You also had the opportunity and a rare chance that you played basketball with your brothers. How was that experience?
It was great. My freshman year, I had an older brother, Jacob, who's a sophomore at the time. That was always having someone to talk to after practice. I was in the same gym. That would kind of critique you. He was you need to do this and this better if you want to make the chance of playing varsity as a freshman. So that was really important to me. Then my junior year, my little brother came in as a freshman. and was just on JV and freshman, so that was probably a struggle for him, seeing us both as older brothers play varsity as a freshman, so that was probably hard for him. Then next year, the year after that, when I was a senior and he was a sophomore, and he really developed really well over the summer, so he was really asking me for the questions, so I kind of became his older brother, so I just loved answering any questions that he would give me and stuff like that, so that was really good.
When you take a look at college now at Heidelberg, you look at the academics. What major do you have, and how much different is that from high school?
I came in with an undecided major at Heidelberg because they gave me a bunch of options. They said, we're going to let you try out this, we're going to let you try out this. So I've taken a bunch of different classes between accounting, finance, business, and I had to take a music major, then stuff like that. Then I think I'm going to go under the accounting because I like the idea of math and stuff like that. And so I just think I'm going with that. But they say that they also do like a master's program over there, and I could get my 5th year or master's year program completely paid for. So I haven't really fully decided, but that's what I'm throwing into right now.
That's great words of wisdom for everybody out there to listen to. We're going to shoot a couple of free throws here. Drew Westerbeck for Fairlawn will step up to the free throw line, and we're going to end our third quarter on a couple of free throws. Botkins with a big lead. How about this Botkins team this year? You want to recap again what your thoughts on this team?
I think this team could be pretty special. I hope they really stay together, stay as a group. I think their coaching staff is good. I like what they're doing out there. I think we could play a little bit more faster, in my opinion. I think we could run our transition a little bit harder, run the lanes a little bit harder, try to throw it ahead more and stuff like that. But besides that, I just love what we're doing. Our defense could pick some stuff up, but besides that, I think we're doing really good. Still pretty young. And everybody's learning their new roles and everything, so I think we should be pretty good this year. It's fun to watch.
Thanks for joining us, Carter. This is the end of the third quarter. Botkins with a 63-28 lead. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Fourth quarter basketball is Botkins with a big lead, 63-28. Want to thank Carter Kleiman for stopping by. Nice talking to the young man who's playing basketball at Heidelberg, and they retired his jersey or put him on the wall of fame for his 1,054th points career-wise here at Botkins. Interesting to hear his thoughts about this year's team.
Yeah.
Level of play in the OAC, which here on NK Telco Sports, we do occasionally see Heidelberg when they play Ohio Northern, and just a good listen to there. Yeah. 7 minutes, or under 7 minutes, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go on the First National Bank Big First scoreboard, 63-28. And Trojans with a big lead here, Brandon.
Yeah, and I think you brought up, or Coach Groves brought up the point as Herzog makes the basket there. But we talked about last year how it was the Carter Kleiman show at times. And really, I saw Botkins play a handful of times, and at times that was true. But, man, these boys have matured a lot. And, I mean, sometimes they just needed a guy like Carter just to go out and score X amount of points to get them to go win a game. Man, they are so independent and balanced this year. And balanced in a good way. I mean, 4 guys in double figures right now.
Herzog shot no good. Lenhart tries to put it up. It's a little bit short, but he'll draw the foul.
It shows, I mean, Carter, sometimes we get really good players from this area who get really underrepresented. I don't know if it's because the rural area we live in here in West Central Ohio, but Heidelberg definitely got a steal in Carter Plyman. Very late in the recruiting process did he commit to go there. And, the recruiting process is always a strenuous thing no matter what sport it is. Deciding where you want to go, what major you want to do. And definitely Heidelberg got a steal. He wasn't maybe getting the attention that he deserved. I think it's because of this, rural area we live in. And he's going to make Heidelberg a very good home for the next 4 years. They're very lucky to have him.
Yeah, he's starting in the starting lineup, too, as a freshman. That doesn't happen often either. So, up court, Dosey. He'll get it over to Meyer. Meyer will pull it back behind the arc. He wants to go inside. Dishes it back out to Russell Lenhart. Had a moment, but it popped in and out. Fairlawn hanging on to the ball, trying to get it out and on the floor. Gavin Landry hustling as best he can.
That's a 30-second timeout.
Fairlawn will grab a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
And they'll have the basketball. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Also brought to you by Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Sweeteman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Cody Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, the Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Lutz Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSN Radio. This game will be replayed on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app. Channel 154 on December the 18th at 6 p.m. Channel 3 and 503 December 29th at 8 p.m. and December 30th at 6 p.m. Outside jumper, Westerbeck, or rather shot no good. Rebound will come down to the Trojans. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Lions to the hoop. Following the pass from Colin Dosick. The shot will fall.
Gavin Landry, that's his third and team's second.
Balance here. We got Herzog, you got Dosick, Ryland Paul, and double figures here. J.J. Meyer. And just a plethora of weapons here for Coach Groves.
Dosick will leave. 20 points on the night as Meyer will connect on the free throw. JJ with 13 on the night. And as you said, Brandon, what a balanced attack the Trojans are showing here tonight.
Yeah. Sometimes, balance is good to an extent sometimes, but if you have balance of 4 guys getting in double figures, that's the kind of balance you want.
Outside, James Steinke, number 21 in the lineup. He'll get it back out to top. And now Corey Koenig also into the lineup, number 5. Got to check my numbers. This is substituting going on.
For the Trojans, number 33, Tucker Holzkamp.
Tucker Holzkamp will come in as J.J. Meyer goes out with his 13 points and a 38-point lead here for Botkins. Outside 3, shot no good by Enos. Corey Koenig gets it up to Flora, back over to Steinke. Holzkamp on the baseline, back out to Flora. Koenig runs his cut. Clock counting down quickly here.
Out of bounds, Ohio State, Botkins basketball.
38-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds. Corey Koenig will toss it in. Steinke will shoot the 3. Shot no good. Kramer with the rebound. He comes up court. Wants to go inside. Steinke cuts him off. Back out it comes to Garrett Matty, who gets it over to Drew Westerbeck.
Out of bounds, Botkins basketball.
Westerbeck with 11 points, 4 here in the second half for the Jets. Keeney shoots it over to Steinke. Noah Top back out front. Botkins just running some clock. Just a good, solid victory for the Botkins Trojans here tonight.
Yeah, just overall team play, very good. And this team has shown that they're for real, man. You got to be happy about the week you've had if you're Botkins. I mean, they, to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect from them coming into the season. We have limited knowledge. We're not there every day in practice. I knew they had some people coming back like Herzog and Dosek. From what I saw, I saw their last game. They bowed out in the district semis to Rushi, and they knew they had some talent coming back, but they've established themselves right now with Rushi neck and neck, top in the Shelby County League. I mean, they established that they're, as of now, ahead of Jackson. And, it seems to just be like it's going to be eventually a race between Botkins and Rushi. Is what it's going to end up being, a game there January 2nd and then February 9th at the Claire Steenvoge Gymnasium.
Botkins will play Friday, December 22nd at Houston. Before that matchup with Rushi, they play Rushi at home on Tuesday, January the 2nd. Steinke will go inside. It's going to be a jump ball.
That'll be Fairlawn basketball.
Botkins really dominating the boards the second half, too. They rebound a lot better than they did in the first half. A good thing to kind of look for in this big victory from Coach Gross.
Botkins this season with a 25.3 point differential. 65.5 on the season is what they have averaged. They've given up 40, so a plus 25.
70, Fairlawn 32.
As Westerbeck hits that last three, he'll finish with 13 points. Final score here at Botkins. Nice win for the Trojans, 70. And the Fairlawn Jets, 32. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is First National Bank. Our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor tonight, Precision Strip. And our player of the game, which we will announce here shortly, brought to you by NK Telco. We'll also do our post-game statistics coming up. A recap Brandon will provide. That's all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Additional sponsors for tonight's game: Carriageworks, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwedeman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Billsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Lutz Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment Corporation, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. We would like to remind you once again that NK Telco Sports and our sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app. Channel 154 on December the 18th at 6 p.m. and Channel 3 and 503 on December 29th at 8 p.m. and December 30th at 6 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Big night for Botkins, as we said, 5-0 overall, 3-0 in league play. And we'll move on now. Take a look at our post-game stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems.
Thanks, Dave. First taking a look for the Jets. They were 11 of 41 from the field, 4 of 16 from beyond the arc, 20 rebounds, 18 turnovers, and they were 4 of 9 from the stripe. Take a look for the victorious Botkins Trojans, 24 of 45 from the field, 8 of 17, a blistering percentage there from beyond the arc. 29 boards, 11 turnovers, and an even better statistic that really was not talked about a lot besides their good three-point shooting. 16 of 18 from the charity stripe. Coach Groves talked about in his keys to the game.
Threes.
Yeah, freezing threes, and that's a high 80% average, and you're not going to lose a lot of ball games when you're shooting that from beyond the arc and from the stripe. And taking a look at the box score here for Fairlawn, they had a baker's dozen, 13 from Drew Westerbeck, 4 from Trey Sparks, 3 apiece for Garrett Maddie and Aaron Maddie, and Nolan Kramer, 2 for Gavin Landry, and 4 for Logan Hollenbacher. For Botkins, they were led with Colin Dosek, who dropped 20 here tonight. Rylan Paul with 13, J.J. Meyer and Jordan Herzog with 10 apiece. 4 points for Russell Lenhart, 5 for Grant Flora, 3 apiece for Corey Koenig and Noah Top, and then 2 for Tucker Hulskamp.
And that means we've got first of all, post-game stats, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And now it's time to select our player of the game, brought to you by NK Telco.
We're going to go with Colin Dosek and just setting the pace. 20 points obviously in the offensive end, great shooting from beyond the arc, but he hustled and dives on the floor. 4 Trojans in double figures. He could have gone a lot of ways with this player of the game here tonight, but ultimately it's going to go to Colin Dosek here.
Colin Dosek, our player of the game, brought to you by NK Telco. That's going to do it for us from Botkins here at the Botkins Athletic Complex. Trojans a 70-32 winner over Fairlawn. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Brandon Coverman. Thanks for joining us. You have been watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.